Grand Rising. Welcome, everybody. So, we're moving in to, I don't know why. I was just told that 12 was probably not enough of the universal laws, that there was more. And in just looking at this capacity for us to be here in our most purest form, it would require this thing called innocent perception. And I think it's the ability to see through the mind, through the heart, for the first time. It's not an easy thing to do. As I wrote in the email to all of you, judgment is there. It's as soon as you're wanting to understand something and we go into, is it good or is it bad? We're now holding judgment, and we're holding ourselves in this place that is less optimal than we'd probably like it to be energetically. And over the course of time, this hammers us down energetically rather than uplifting us. And we do this naturally because we're living in the law, the universal law of polarity, that each thing has its opposite. And so when we get that understanding, it can be helpful because it allows us to make judgments, not be judgmental. And there's a difference. In innocent perception and operating from our hearts, we have this opportunity to quickly make a judgment in the realms of understanding that energetically this is going to be good for not only myself, but all concerned. Or you quickly get an energetic understanding that this could be detrimental, not only to myself, but to others. And so there go, you make a judgment in a decision on how you're going to deal with something or not. But too often it falls into the mental minutia that we have. It falls into this place where we then create story around it. And then somehow, some way, it justifies who we are, why we're not exceeding, why we're not doing what we want. Because the first judgment we're often having is of ourselves, and that is the reflection back to the world. And when we return back to the heart and we return back to this idea of innocent perception, that everything is being seen for the first time, like a baby coming in, and we know the innocence that a baby holds. It's miraculous. We too can continue to hold that energy. And we see it in very few people on planet Earth. This is not something that's easy to acquire and to hold and to be in, especially if you walked many footsteps on this planet, many years, if you will. To return to this is enormous. And yet I think of, what is independence? What is freedom? What is it really? If we're imprisoned inside of ourselves by our judgments of others, of ourselves, are we really free? Is there anything outside of us that will make us free when we're holding all of that? And we all do it. We've been conditioned to do it. So this is no small undertaking to allow ourselves, if you will, to really start to see through the love that we are, which will give us the eyes of perception, that innocent perception, and that ability, if you will, to be present and just hold everyone in love, even the most difficult energies who appear as our enemies. They set us off. get our engines revving with lots of emotion and lots of different feelings. But as we react to them, we feed them. And we give them more reason to do what they're doing. But when we show up with the love that we are and who we truly, truly are, and we just hold that, words are not even needed. It's just an energy. And we hold them in innocence because once upon a time, they were innocent. They were a child of God, of innocence. Somehow, some way, like all of us, they got mentally conditioned into acting or doing what they're doing that's creating controversy, either with you or others or whatever. So many won't hold them in love. Many will just fight them. But what if we were able to do that? What if each one of us was able to do that more readily? Not react, not judge, just hold them. Know that they are traveling through something, that they wouldn't be acting this way if they weren't hurt at some deep level. And see them as if for the first time, rather than who they're being in the moment, in their lower vibration. And I invite us to see ourselves the same way, because it starts here, it starts with ourselves. And there's so much with social media and with the world outside of us to judge ourselves against, that we're not pretty enough, young enough, smart enough, bright enough, clear enough. It's just all judgment. Because really, as I've said before, it's through the love that we are. It's through that unique blueprint of your love. You are different. Your love is different than every other being on planet Earth. It truly is. It's how God sees us, not through what we look like or the color that we are or the intellect that we have. We're seeing through the love that we show in the world. That is our unique blueprint. So with that, let's just see if we can open up to innocent perception, and really first for ourselves, first here, because if we're holding a lot of judgment within ourselves about ourselves, it's just going to leak out into how we see others. And again, it has a lot to do with mentalism, which the mind is a beautiful instrument, but it's even better when it's a servant of the heart and not leading through external means, but rather leading through internal means from that individual unique blueprint that you are. So I invite you today we're just gonna sit, and the way we come into innocent perception is through stillness and just through presence. And when the mind wants to attack something in judgment, either about ourselves or what's before us, we just observe it and we just go, wow, isn't that interesting? And that's it. Like it's arising and it's falling away, as the Buddha always said, let things arise and fall away. You know, when we linger on anything mentally, we struggle with it, be it good or bad, because something good will be fleeting, something bad will just keep resurfacing and creating an imbalance and drawing us away from presence. So let's just sit, let's ground, let's come into our meditation for innocent perception, possibly a new universal law. I don't know, I'm probably stretching when I say that, but it's a pretty cool place to hang out. And for a while, you might be hanging out there by yourself until others see how pleasant it is. Because it will wake other people up. They will see how much they're judging and how it doesn't feel good. So let's just ground. Let your shoulders drop, let your sit bones ground, let your belly soften. And naturally, you'll draw breath in because that's what your body wants to do. That is, your breath is the heart chakra, it's the lungs, it supports the spirit of your love, your unique blueprint. So feel your breath coming in. Feel your belly filling your chest, your heart lifting, your spine comes inward, and on exhale, just release with your mouth closed out the back of the throat through the nose. Let your shoulders drop. Let your elbows release. Let your belly soften. Let your sit bones ground. Breathe in. Breathe out or breathe through. And just release. Let go. If there's tension being held in the body, just let it go. Release, soften, ground. Breathe in. Breathe through. And drop your gaze, close your eyes, and just kind of feel yourself melting right into the center of your being, into the heart itself. Feel your lungs softening, your heart softening. Breathe in. Now, please take this breath up and create a little space between the brain, between the skull. And as you exhale, just kind of feel your brain softening away from the skull, releasing pressure around your forehead, around your eyes, around your jaw. So we're breathing in and breathing through now, and we're allowing ourselves to come into a neutral mind and a neutral body. So it's from this neutrality that we are coming into this innocent perception, this ability to be here right now. And we're innocently just observing breath, inhaling and exhaling through the body. And we're noting, if you will, from an innocent place, just sensation. Where are you feeling sensation? Is it in your feet, your arms, your sit bones, your heart? Where maybe you're in pain somewhere, maybe you're feeling sensation there. But just breathing in and breathing through and seeing if we can just keep the awareness of this present moment. Breathing in, breathing through. And the breath gets softer and gets quieter and more still. And when there's different thoughts that want to surf through, we just notice them. We just notice what they are, and there's no judgment, it just is. And we have some gratitude for this beautiful breath, for without it, we don't exist. So we just really take a moment to breathe in and breathe through. And see if you can drop more deeply into the lungs and into the heart itself. And begin to observe that there is a unique blueprint coming from and through the love that you express, the love that you are, just in existing. And we just breathe into that space. And if the sides of the mouth want to curl up, just let them, because this does house a lot of our joy. Because seeing something for the first time often has awe attached to it. Often has innocence attached to us because we don't know anything about it. We just know that it exists. And that might be plenty, just in knowing that something exists in the moment, like a beautiful little baby smile, smiling back at you, or seeing a flower on your walk that just mesmerizes you with colors and presence. And then we see people walking around, and just rather than judging them, we just see them. We see they may be from this country, we see that they may be from another country, and that's just what is. We can make up things about them, or we can just see them. We can see who is before us in all of themselves, in their love, in their unique love blueprint that may or may not be obscured, in their struggle, in their own judgment. Just observing, because you too know what it feels like to judge. And then we sit back in the heart, we just allow ourselves to be innocent, to look through the eyes of innocence, as if for the first time we're seeing everything externally. There are no preconceived notions. Everything is unfolding right before us in each moment. And we soon recognize our brothers and our sisters. We have the courage and the bravery to be in freedom, because we're not holding anybody in anything. We're not holding ourselves to anything, to any judgment. We are holding ourselves in our unique blueprint, in the love that each one of us is. Breathing in, breathing through, grounding. You may feel this or see it, but turn the eyes of duality that look outside, turn them inward if they're not already there, and just see the radiant life force and light moving right through your central channel. Yeah, it travels right from the base of where you're sitting at the first chakra down into the earth, and travels right up through the belly, the second chakra, the solar plexus where your eternal flame is, through this beautiful love expression that is you, through the throat, through the ears, through the third eye. And immediately you can feel source energy, prime creation energy, divine sacred feminine, your angels, everyone just pouring their unique blueprint down through you, for you, with you, through your central channel, swirling and moving. It is through this that you get your opportunities to be present, to have a higher intelligence for this beautiful blueprint in your heart, this unique blueprint. So just bow to your cosmic family, to the divine energies that connect us in oneness. We can see ourselves as conduits of light between the heaven and the earth. And we can feel the heart at the center, guiding us, leading us in innocence, as if we're seeing everything for the first time. Breathe in and breathe through. You might enter into the heart one last time here with the radiance of the divine energy moving through the central channel. Breathe that light into your central channel and breathe it throughout your body. Yeah, feel it pouring out of your second chakra into your bloodstream so that this divine light, this beautiful love blueprint light that you are, is traveling through your bloodstream, through every vein, every capillary, every artery. You can feel light moving through to heal, to ground, to continue to hold that presence, that innocent perception. And breathe this light into your being and beyond your body. Please create a beautiful auric field of light above you, before you, behind you, on all sides. Feel yourself floating inside this light of protection that you've created through your innocence, through your presence. And may this protective light hold you today in your innocence, in your perception of innocence, in your blueprint of your unique love. And just may you observe today. Observe what's going on outside of you and just love your enemy. Love everything outside of you just for what it is. When your mind wants to get busy and hold judgment, we take a deep breath into our hearts and we just ground for a second. And we try to let go of it. And we can see them from a new place. We can see everything external from a new place. A place that honors, that respects what is before us, what is around us, what is within us. We'll just sit quietly for this next minute, just to ground, to honor. Put our hands to our heart. Put your left hand on your heart, your right over it. And just feel your heart for a moment. Just round the shoulders. Breathe into your hands. Let your hands warm your heart for a moment so that your heart stays soft and supple and present. Let's hold a moment of gratitude for this innocent perception that it's always been there. We're just allowing it to be more present in our lives. And with that, let's do a beautiful ma to the Great Mother, releasing breath. Draw breath in. Ma. Deep breath in. Satnam Namaste.